477. Let's go to Joel, who's on the line in Utica, New York. Joel, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
How are you today, Ken?
I'm living the dream, Joel. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, so why I'm calling you today is, I'm a firm believer. I'm living in my sweet spot right now, and all those people that were around me that supported me to where I am right now are all seeming to be the folks that now I feel like resent me and have turned a blind eye to me because, I'm in a position of life where they haven't reached yet. And it's a little disturbing to me. And I don't know, maybe it's me thinking of it or if it's, maybe it's the other folks. I'm not sure.
And what do you mean by that last sentence? You thinking of it, or maybe it's others? What does that mean?
Is it in my own head? Is it because, is my own head making me think these things, or is it these people literally don't reach out to me anymore? There's no more conversations.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are you reaching out to these people that you have in your head?
Absolutely.
You reach out and they don't return your calls?
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
No, yeah, absolutely. What? Do they return your calls or not?
No, not at all.
Okay, so it's not in your head. If you are trying to engage with these people that you have in your head, that you know who you're talking about, and they're not engaging, then that's not in your head. That's real. They're not engaging. The question is why? Has there been any type of friction? Have you changed who you are to them?
No, absolutely not. No, I feel I'm still the same person.
Yeah.
I've reached that goal that they've yet to reach.
Which is?
And it is success to live the dream. I live the dream every day.
Let me ask you this. Was there a point in time where this group of people that you're identifying, that you ran with them like in a pack? And then at some point you had to pull yourself out of the pack or spend less time with them in order to get where you are now?
Yes.
Okay. So, and let me ask you this. As you begin to pull yourself out of that pack and you had to sacrifice your time with them in order to do what you needed to do to get where you are now, was that when all this started to happen, when they started to pull back from you and resent you, make little statements here and there, not return your calls? Is that when it all started to happen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then good news, Joel. It's not in your head. You're not crazy. You're not seeing things. You are witnessing what I talked about. I think it was a couple shows ago. I talked to a guy who called in, and he and his wife want to move to California so she could pursue her dream, and he is in his dream job and can transfer to his dream job. And he said all their family are mad at him because they're going to move to do what they believe they're supposed to do, and the family's mad at him. He goes, I don't understand. I said, I understand. I tell you exactly what's going on. It has nothing to do with you moving across country and them not being able to see you. It has everything to do with that. When you leave, it is a reminder that you left to pursue your dream, and it puts their unreached dream right in front of their face. And all of a sudden, they resent you. Whew. I'm stepping on toes today, Joel. Hey, Joel, here's what I know.
Yes, sir.
Here's what I know. I do believe those friends care for you, but I believe that they are hurting when they see you. They took you sacrificing your time with them to be who you were supposed to be. They took it personal. They have not chased their own dreams. You identified that, not me. You see that. And what happens is they resent you because you represent what they have failed to do, what they are scared to do. And you can't worry about that. Does it hurt you? Absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
But is it up to you to fix that, or is it up to them?
That's the question.
No. Come on, my man. It's not up to you. You can't live their life. It's hard enough to live your life. It's hard enough to pursue your dream. How in the world are you going to live theirs and pursue theirs for them?
Right.
Joel, it's time to get some other friends.
Yes, sir.
It's time to hang.
I hear you preach.
Go ahead.
I hear you preach. I hear you preach regularly about you got to run with the pack of like-minded people.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And
that's exactly right.
But it seems all those like-minded people are the ones that are the ones that pack that I ran with are I feel like I don't have a pack anymore.
Well, and you probably.
So what's the point?
The point is for you to go find people who are on purpose, And you gotta put yourself out there and start hanging
Sure.
around people that have the same values as you. Don't act like you're the only guy in the world that has the values that you have. You can find new friends, and you need to
Right.
go find a pack. Because if you don't, Joel, you're going to end up walking back to those guys, and they're going to pull you down. Here's what's going on. You're out running right now. You're jogging around the neighborhood on a nice 10-minute mile pace. You're rocking, and they're sitting around in lawn chairs drinking beer. That's what it is. That's exactly what your life is like compared to theirs.
Sure.
You need to go.
Sure.
You need to go find other guys that like jogging and like running a good pace in life, and they're on purpose. And you start hanging around those guys, and they're going to lift you, and you'll forget those guys pretty darn soon. All right. I know you're hurting, Joel,
Yes,
but this
sir.
is about: do you want to do what you were created to do?
I do every day.
I know you do, but do you want to keep doing it?
Heck yeah.
What do you want more? Do you want to end your life regretting that you didn't go for it because you're buddies? Or do you want to look back and say, I wish that those guys would have made the journey with me, but I'm so glad that I did what I was called to do? How do you want to end up?
Nah, absolutely. The latter half for sure.
All right, go find you some people that are going to lift you, that are going to push you, and that are going to celebrate with you. I'm not going to get jealous. Let me tell you something. I got a phone call last night at, 7:30, and it was from my best pal, Bill. I talk about Bill on the show all the time. You know what my buddy called to tell me? He's 47 years old. I'm 44. He's a millionaire. I'm living the dream. He's living the dream. You know what he called to tell me? That he just whooped some guy next door at ping pong. Now you're going, why are you telling me that? Because he called his best pal to say, I just smoked my neighbor in ping pong and it feels really, really good. I forgot how good at ping pong I was. And I laughed and we had fun with it. We talked about his routine, his technique. I said, boy, I haven't played ping pong in forever. We started talking about all this kind of stuff. But you know what? Here's the point. You ought to have friends that call you over the smallest things to celebrate. You know why Bill called me to tell me that? Because if he told his wife, and his wife's amazing, but if he told her, she'd kind of look at him like, what? But he called a guy that he knows is going to celebrate him no matter how small the victory is. Are you hearing me, folks? You need to have some Bills in your life so that you can call him and go, hey, I just smoked some guy in ping pong. I'm pretty awesome. And he goes, and I say dude, way to go. How's that feel? And we broke down his ping pong victory. Are we a slight bit crazy? Yes, but we're crazy about each other. We're going to celebrate. We're going to lift each other. That means in the serious stuff and in the small stuff.